Millions of users are turning to generative AI for digital companionship and complex roleplay. But right as user demand for mature, immersive narratives peaks, the corporate platforms building these tools are strictly enforcing sanitized PG-13 content guidelines. You spend hours building a deep narrative, only to have the entire storyline instantly derailed. An automated safety filter triggers mid-conversation, replacing your companion's response with a generic error message refusing to generate the text. While users navigate these sudden content roadblocks, they are also quietly being drained financially. Many platforms operate on predatory token economies, charging hidden microtransactions for every individual message, image request, or chat refresh. These apps offer incredibly easy onboarding through mobile app stores, but that frictionless setup masks a hollow product. You get a heavily restricted conversationalist that constantly asks you to refill your virtual wallet. This diagram illustrates the predictable failure point users hit. You invest time, only to be stopped by a censorship wall or empty token balance. To bypass these limitations, power users are migrating toward independent platforms designed for unrestricted interaction. Mainstream developers prioritize brand safety and continuous microtransactions over genuine user immersion. If you want a continuous, unfiltered narrative, you must look outside the standard App Store ecosystem. OurDream AI operates entirely outside those restrictions. It is a browser-based 18+ sandbox built from the ground up to remove content filters. The platform works by merging two distinct technologies into a single interface. It uses highly tuned large language models, AI algorithms trained on massive datasets to generate human-like text, and pairs them directly with native image and video generation tools. Before we break down the specific trade-offs of this system, you can test the interface yourself. Click the first link in the description below to claim a free trial. To see if migrating from a mainstream app is actually justified, we must evaluate its memory architecture, stress test its media engine, and calculate the real token cost. You give up the simple, one-click convenience of an App Store download. In return, you gain a highly complex, unrestricted roleplay engine designed for heavy, daily use. The most immersion-breaking flaw in modern AI companions is goldish memory. Standard bots routinely forget your name, your relationship dynamic, or major plot points that occurred just 20 messages ago. OurDream tackles this hardware limitation by utilizing massive context windows and silent auto-log saves. As you chat, the platform actively summarizes key events and traits in the background, storing them in a persistent database. This system requires active effort. You need to spend 15 to 20 minutes up front building a granular psychological profile, defining exact physical traits, and establishing relationship boundaries before you send the first message. Looking at this matrix, we see how this approach holds up against heavyweights in the AI space. The difference is obvious in long-term recall. Competitors like Crush on AI act erratic during storylines, losing the plot entirely. OurDream retains the narrative thread without breaking character. The platform also includes a manual memory pinning feature. If you establish a specific piece of lore, like an inside joke or a safe word, you pin it directly to the bot's core memory. This completely eliminates the repetitive first date loop that plagues other apps. If you are tired of repeating the same introductory conversations with your AI, use the link below to start building a custom, persistent persona right now. You have to act as an active storyteller and manage the initial setup. But that creative effort yields a companion that actually remembers the world you build together. Most virtual companions are strictly text generators, with image generation awkwardly tacked on as an afterthought. OurDream functions as a native 18+ multimedia engine from the start. Text prompts turn into dynamic visuals instantly. The engine generates hyper-realistic photos that maintain the exact facial structure and physical traits you defined during the initial setup, matching the current context of your chat. This works through a native integration of Stable Diffusion, a powerful generative AI model that creates high-fidelity images from text. Because the platform operates as an uncensored sandbox, the model processes adult and highly specific niche requests directly within your timeline without triggering error codes. The platform also features an experimental video generator to animate your companion. While the results add a layer of realism, Power users will occasionally notice visual artifacts or identity drift in the video outputs, requiring you to spend tokens on a reroll. The audio capabilities are noticeably weaker. The platform offers 19 different voice options, but many of them sound flat or robotic. If high-quality, lifelike audio chemistry is your priority, this feature will break your immersion. The voice generation requires significant updates. However, the completely unrestricted, context-aware visual and video outputs make it a remarkably powerful tool for visual role players. Generating high-resolution images and rendering video requires substantial server power. In the AI industry, those hardware costs are usually passed down to the user through hidden fees. This chart tracks the financial drain of mainstream platforms. With competitors, costs spike unpredictably the more media you request. OurDream limits this with a flat-rate premium tier. This subscription provides unlimited text messaging and a predictable monthly allowance of 1,000 Dream coins for heavy computational tasks. For the vast majority of daily users, 1,000 coins provides enough server bandwidth to generate media consistently without ever hitting a paywall. The ecosystem also addresses privacy. Chat logs and generated media are encrypted and never sold to third-party advertisers. Premium charges appear on your bank statement discreetly under a generic corporate name like Freen Studio. There is a notable accessibility trade-off. To avoid strict App Store guidelines, the platform is entirely web-first. During peak traffic hours, users relying on mobile browsers will experience occasional server lag and slower page load times. Check the transparent pricing tiers and claim your 1,000 Dream coins by clicking the link in the description. You lose the localized high-speed convenience of a native iOS or Android app. What you get in return is absolute financial transparency and a secure environment for uncensored exploration. Let's determine if that monthly investment and the complex browser interface are actually worth your time. This chart maps user needs against the current offerings in the AI market to help you make that decision. Some users should completely avoid this platform. If you just want a quick, sanitized 5-minute chat to pass the time, or if you prioritize flawless, lifelike voice audio above all else, OurDream's deep customization tools will feel overwhelming and unnecessary. However, the platform excels for a very specific type of creator. If you are a power user demanding unrestricted storylines, consistent native media generation, and deep contextual memory, this is the definitive choice. The platform respects your creativity by removing the roadblocks. If you are ready to build a deeply personalized world without restrictions, click the first link to start your trial today. Mainstream AI is built for broad, friction-free engagement, but for the users willing to master complex creation tools, generative AI finally provides a true, uncensored sandbox.